everybody. This is Bedazzling Designs. And with me today is going to be Blue Lotus Vibes. We're going to be doing a couple of bling designs and just kind of chatting and hanging out for a little while. So, Miss Blue Lotus, what's going on over there? What you gonna be doing today, and what colors you gonna be using, and all that good stuff?
Well, good evening. How is everybody doing? I'm going to go ahead and work on YouTube. I'm going to do my YouTube shirt. So on the flip side of this board, I have my name, which is Blue Lotus Vibes. Now, as far as my colors, of course, y'all know it's going to be blue. But anyway, we're going to use a black AB because the black is really looking bluish. I'm going to use probably, not sure, a white oak. I'm going to also use, this is Icy Ocean. Haven't decided yet, but this is like a lemonade yellow like type of rhinestone. And this is John Quill. So I'm not quite sure, but we're going to get it in there because my three colors that I use for my logo is blue, is white, and gold. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do over here. And I'm using all SS10s. Okay.
All righty. So I am also going to be doing a logo. It is another version of the YouTube logo. If you watched any of my lives before recently, I did a design, and it was, I'll show it to you really quick. This is where I embroidered the YouTube logo, and this is going to be sent out to Miss Joyce for her project she's doing for her quilt. So when I did this, I also decided that I wanted to do a rhinestone version, but this is going to go on my shirt. So I'm going to be doing can't probably really see it. This is a logo and then my name. On the other side, I'm going to be doing a combination of SS10 and SS6. My colors are going to be candy apple red. Show you guys that a little bit. And then I also have opal. So it's basically the colors are red and white for me. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with bedazzling designs first. And we're going to go ahead and brush those in. So how's everybody else doing? Got anybody live with us? If not, I know there's a lot of things going on within the community. So if you're not able to join us in the live, then you can catch the replay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pour out some of these SS6s for this bedazzling designs and go from there. So I'm like, okay, I was like, yeah, I was trying to see if I could see your table, Blue. I see it now.
Okay. I don't know what was going on just now. I won't see a number scrolling.
You saw what?
What's going on?
What's going on?
I don't know. It just seemed like everything keeps cutting in and out. Welcome in, Bud Files. Thank you for coming in. How are you this evening? Just so y'all can see. Um, I'm gonna put it like right there.
Okay, so I'm going to be putting my design, the Dazzling
I
Designs.
think that it should be good. All right. So I think I'm going to start off with the icy blue at the top, which has my, which actually has my lotus flower. I'm going to go ahead and start with that.
So Miss Blue, can you hear me at all?
Nope, I couldn't hear you at all. Everything on my screen kept scrolling.
Okay. Well, this is what we're going
I
to
have
do.
no
I'm going to
idea what's going on. I'm just trying to keep going, keep going. Hey, Nikki, thank you for coming in. How? You said something? Do you want me to drop down and come back up because I can't hear you at all?
Yeah, you can. Can you hear me now?
But yeah. Lotus flower up here. I don't know if y'all can see. Oh yeah, y'all can see. Okay. We can see pretty good. Y'all hear me?
I don't know really what's going on.
Okay, let me find a picking tool and I'm going to go ahead and pick up the excess ones that I need to fill these holes with. And just a few, not too many. And then I'm going to pick some up and actually put them so that we can get this hush puppy rolling right around so we can see, because I like to be able to see. I like to be able to see. Okay, there we go. Now I can see.
Okay, so I'm moving right along. I don't know if I'm being heard or not.
Got
Let's
one or
see.
two of them. But other than that,
Blue, can you hear me?
We gonna fill it on in. We gonna. You keep cutting in and out. All I heard you say is Blue. Can I?
I need you to drop and come back in.
You need me to drop down and come back up?
That's correct. It's a private chat.
Yeah, that's
right
what I
there.
figured. Okay,
yeah, there's
give me
a
a minute.
private chat right there, so I'm sending you a message in the private chat. Yes, your internet connection is going in and out. There we go. All right, let's see if we can clear this up. We're having some technical difficulties. So we'll wait for Blue to come back on. I'm going to continue brushing in this bedazzling designs. Like they say, every time you go live, if something will happen and can happen, it does happen. So I want to be able to hear her. Can you hear me now, Blue?
Yeah, every now and then they cut.
Yeah, that is you. That's crazy. Okay.
I can't tell you what's going on. I have no idea, but yeah, yeah, it's wild. Wow. That's what I'm saying. You pay so much money for that at all. All right. Going live. Necessarily you. Yeah. That be cutting up and acting a fool. Now I have no idea what Mama might be saying.
Blue, can you hear me at all now? Okay.
I can hear you. Like I said, it'll come in, and then I can hear you, and then it cuts out.
Okay. Do you know how to use the private chat where I sent you a message? You don't see it?
I didn't hear nothing you said. Yeah, I do.
Hello, Miss Maker. Thank you for coming in.
I see what you're saying. That you go ahead and do this period, because evidently it's gonna keep cutting in back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I know
Mm-hmm. So Miss C, if you can hear me, do you hear me clearly when I'm talking? Okay. Okay, did is Blue still with us or did she drop out? Okay, well, we're going to continue on. I don't know what's going on. It's a bad connection. So if you guys can hear me, I'm going to go ahead and continue on with this and try to get this completed. Again, this is Bedazzling Designs, and I'm going to be doing a rhinestone design. It is my logo, and I'm also going to be adding a YouTube logo to it. So we're going to go ahead and continue. Yes, it's I guess a pretty bad connection. I don't know if it's the internet or what's going on. I had a hard time connecting cameras earlier, but we worked through that. So we'll see. I don't know if she's going to come back in or what. It may just need to reboot the computer. So how's everybody doing? Okay, thank you, Miss Maker. I appreciate you. Hello, precious pieces. Thank you for dropping in. Blue is here, but it's having some kind of technical difficulty. So I don't know if she dropped out and she's coming back in. Hopefully she'll pop back in. We didn't know if it was on this end or that end, but now that you guys can hear me, I guess it's all good. Yeah. It's stressful enough trying to go live and figure things out when you knew without, the little extra additives. But, we have to just work through them and keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. I was trying to come on and, oh, okay, you working on some orders, Miss Maker? How do you, I'm saying Miss Maker because I know how it is. I don't like people messing up my name. So that's why I'm calling you by your last name, because I don't want to mess up your first name. But you working on some orders? I heard that. That's always good. That's always good. I've been busy with this job I have going on, so I haven't really been able to come on and share. I've shared some of the stuff that I did with bowling and stuff, and there was a lot of you guys really interested in seeing that information. But basically, I have a little while longer and then I'll be able to focus on my business. I really miss being able to just focus on what I'm trying to do for me. But hey, go on out there and make that little extra money, because right now I'm just doing some things and it takes money to do the things that I'm doing. So we'll see how it all works out. Hello, precious pieces. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. So I don't know if Blue's coming back in or not. I hope so. She wanted to go live and we put it all together. So hopefully she'll come back in. If not, we'll keep the ball rolling. Say rolling, rolling, rolling. Yep. Keep it rolling. So I'm going to put this on a Gildan 50/50 black t-shirt. I know I'm always doing black, but I don't know. Bling and black just seems to work for me. I see a lot of people doing other colors. I'm going to order some different colors and see about trying to see if my color imagination works. Because it just, I don't know. Every time I do something, hi, Mr. Cooper. How are you, Donzel? Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Blue is here. They're having some technical difficulties. So I don't know if she's going to come back in or not. Hopefully she does. But I'm trying to go roll on. Do what I need to do to get it done until. Yep. Okay. So it looks like we're just about done with the bedazzling part. You know, it's really hard to figure out when to come on and stuff. We have so many different, you know, content creators that come on at different times. So when I come on, I'm hoping that, you know, if you don't see the live, you catch the replay. We can go from there. All right, so this is SS6s. I forgot the Bedazzling Designs. This is my name. I actually did this one, y'all. I be telling you guys I don't do rhinestones, but I did do this. It's one of my first little projects doing my name. The basic, but I did it. Okay, so let me see. I have a few more to put in here, and then SS10 guarantee you will flow a whole lot faster than these. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heat press on while I'm sitting here. Make it. Was that? I heard somebody pop. Was that blue popping back in? Oh no, I heard somebody come back in. Look like we got.
Okay, I'm gonna see.
Uh-oh. Nope.
I'm gonna see if it worked. If it cut out again, then I'm gonna just stay out.
Okay.
I'll just write a short, make a short for this.
Okay. Miss C, no ma'am, I'm not using cardstock. This is actually some rhinestone flock. It might look like it, but no, I'm not using any cardstock. This is the pink flock. And I don't remember if it's I think it's Heat Transfer Warehouse. Is that where we get the pink from? But yeah, it's actually flock, rhinestone flock. I've never really tried doing it on the cardstock. I have not tried that. I've always used the rhinestone flock. Yeah, I've always used rhinestone flock. I know a lot of people have tried it. I've heard a lot of people have been successful with it, but I haven't even tried it. I'm gonna have to try it one time just to see. Okay, so it looks like I'm looking it over really quickly here, and looks like we're about ready to pick up. Nope, I see one missing over there. Pick it up. Yep, there's an extra one right there. Yep, looks like we're pretty. Nope. Just checking to see if I missed anything before I pick it up. I know I was telling you guys before that I was having a problem with my vision. So I did end up, because I remember, I don't know if some of you guys, if you caught the replay or you were in my live, I had to stop doing the rhinestones because I was really having a hard time seeing. And then I did uh, reveal, or well, opened up some stuff, a haul or whatever, and finished it off. But I did end up going to the ophthalmologist. The first time I went, they sent me to an optometrist, and like that was the wrong thing. So the VA was like, no, you don't need to have your eyes checked. You need to see the eye doctor, not the people that check your vision. So when I ended up going, come to find out that I had cataract surgery about a year and a half ago. Ended up, I don't know what my cameras are doing. For some reason, I touched something and it kicked me out. I'm back. Let me see here. Yeah, I need to put my let me see if I can do it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it looked like I lost one of my cameras. Let's see. Present extra camera. Let's see. That's the 920. Nope. We want to put the Logitech. Let's see if we're gonna get it. Okay. Okay. Let's share it. We're on the heat press. Look like I lost one of my cameras, guys. Hang on, hang in there. Let's see. This is doing. Okay, let me see here what's going on. Present. Stop extra camera. Present. Extra camera. Oh, HD program. Share. Oh, wow. Here we are right here. We're going to share it. Okay. Like I lost one of my cameras there for a minute. It looked like I got it back. So we got the heat press over here. Okay. All righty. Let's go ahead and I'm going to try to put this one up. Hey, Blue. What's going on? I guess it's going to be a trial and error for everything. I just knocked my camera out and came back. Let me see if I can get it back. Is it showing my camera? Yeah, it's showing it. And this is the heat press over here. Okay, we good. All righty. Let's see if we can get this picked up. And then we're going to brush in. We're going to pick this one up and then we're going to brush in the YouTube Studio One. And I ain't even going to do that because it don't look like it's enough. I don't feel like messing with you. Okay, we're going to do a bigger piece just to make sure. So it ain't no shenanigans going on right now. We're going to drop it like it's hot. Bam. Okay. So we're finished with that part of it. That's the bedazzling. And again, this was done in the SS6s. Can you guys still see me and hear me pretty good? Those that are still with me, I appreciate you guys hanging in there through the technical difficulties and stuff. We moving right along. So that's that one. This one should be really easy to brush in. Yeah, this one should be pretty easy. So we're going to go here, and this is the SS6s. Yes. Go ahead and put these back. Okay. Put these back in my little. Let's see here. Trying to work through it, work through it, work through it. Yeah, I'll work through it. They say anytime something happen, will happen, does happen. All righty. So I'm going to go ahead and pick those up. You know what? Oh, that's right. Those are SS. I was going to do the middle, but those are 10s over there. So I'm doing the right thing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start. This is the logo for YouTube. So I'm going to put that same color that was in my bedazzling design name in the middle. And then the rest of it is going to be a candy apple red. So let's let me make sure, because you know, whenever you work with SS6s, you got to make sure. Hi, Crafty Leo. Thank you for coming in. We had some technical difficulties and some bad connections and stuff. So I had to finish without Blue. When she came back in, there's something going on. I don't know what in, but thank you for coming in. Miss Maker, I prefer SS10s, to be quite honest. I do. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna tell you why. I love, love, love the final result, but they can be something to work with. I'm just saying. I love them, but I mean, you know, I have to be in a mood, really. They bling hard. They really do. They're very defining is what I say. But hey, yeah, I have to I do them. I have some. You know, you don't want to be don't want to be left out, because you know, now a lot of designers are doing SS6, and it is because of the definition. You know what I'm saying? So I do have some. I try to have them in all the colors in case it's something, you know, I want to do. But preferred choice, SS10s. Hands down, SS10s. So for all of you guys that are in here, I see you, Blue. Thank you, Mama, for coming back in and support me. I appreciate it. I don't know what's going on. It's like with the connection when you came in, we couldn't hear. They can hear me, but there was a lot of breaking up and stuff. So we'll have to figure out what that was. What that was. So we're going to go ahead and pick these up. I got those out the way first. Stay in the middle. The rest of this should go pretty quickly. Yeah, because they're SS10s and stuff. The red ones. Yeah, let me go ahead and Yeah, I know, crafty Leo. That bling be blinging. It sure do, but the patience is real. I'm telling you, I like, yeah, I mean, I have worked with them and forgot about the fact that, you have to be careful in your brushes. Somebody was showing me the other day, though, that they have brushes that pick up SS6s better. It's a bone brush. And I had a couple of them, but they were really, really big. I ordered them when Eve with the baby's booty first offered them, but they're big. But now someone was showing me, I was watching them, one of the lives, they had a smaller one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to order that one and just to check it out and see. So the next color that I'm going to be putting in here is going to be candy apple red. So again, I'm doing a shirt. I'm going to put bedazzling designs on it, and that was the SS6, and then I'm going to put the YouTube logo on it. Someone was telling me the other day that they have this thing now where sometimes you'll see people walking and they'll have their advertisement on their shirt, and they also will have, I forget, it's the code where you can just like take it with your phone. What is it called, you guys? It's right on the tip of my tongue. I don't know what it is, because while I'm at work, I'm trying to get me some subscribers. So I have it on my phone, and all you got to do is scan it with your phone, and it take you straight there. You can't get no easier than that. I stand there and watch them subscribe. But they have that on the back of their shirt, and people actually scan it and go to their pages. So it's like being a walking advertisement. I think that's pretty cool. So I have to see. Hi, Francisca. Welcome in. We're doing all right. We have some technical difficulties, but hey, everybody know it happens to the best of us. You just got to work through. Trust me, I was like, oh my God, I'm ready to can we just end? Because when you're new, and I'm new, I'm still learning. You have to be able to work through it. Barcode. Okay, QR code. That's right, Blue. QR code. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, so, yeah, they were telling me that people put them on their shirts, and they'll have their designs and different things. Like, it would be perfect to have this on the back of this shirt I'm getting ready to make, because it's going to say bedazzling design, and I can have this in rhinestones behind it, and then have the code. It's kind of scary though, huh, y'all? I think so. I mean, we just doing so much with technology. I was working on something other. Hi, Miss Jennifer. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, and you'd like to, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing, going over, like it, subscribe, turn on notifications, so you can know when I'm coming back on and working through some more trying times and situations. gotta make it fun. Everybody be asking me about bowling. This lady came in the bowling thing yesterday, and she was so frustrated because she was bowling bad. And I was working in the shop, and I mean, she was really, really frustrated. And she was getting ready to bowl again, and she was telling me about her frustrations about bowling on the lanes and everything. And I told her, I said, hey, it happens to everybody. It happens to the best of us, to the most of us. And what I do She said, so what do you do? What's your average? I said, I've been bowling a little while. You know, I didn't want to discourage her, but I've been bowling for a little while. I've been better as you get older. You know, you run into challenging things that, you know, age, knees, back pain, you know, you got to work around all those things. But I told her, you know, just hang in there. Just hang in there, you know. And then she said, well, my average is this, and I haven't hit my average. I said, you know what I do? And this is the honest truth. I have an average and you have a goal and you can't hit that goal. So what do? You change the goal. So then if you can't hit that, you know what I told her? I said, girl, change your goal. You know, still be competitive, just like try to get to this point since you know you can't get to that point. But at the end of the day, when I know I'm bowling bad and it's just nothing that I can do, I'm going to have fun. I'm having fun. I'm going to eat. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to get my money's worth. I'm going to have fun. You know, so if you can't reach one goal, sometimes we have to change them, guys. You know what I'm saying? We have to change them. Just gifted bowling. You ready? Hey, you know what? You done popped on the right channel. Oh, okay. You know what? You need to get with it. You need to get with it, girl. You need to get with me. That's the love of my life. Anybody that know me, that been around a little while, you can go to my channel and check out some of the stuff that I've been posting. Right now, just gifted. I am actually working at a bowling event that's going to be going on for 70 days. Yes, 70 days. Yes, so in there we're drilling balls. I don't drill. I do everything but drill, but it's like a pro shop. So it's a national. So people come from all over the world to compete in this tournament. And this is ladies only. The men, I think, are in Louisiana this year. They have it every year. And different states usually host it. This year we hosted, and then we're going to host it again. It's going to be in Vegas again next year because the other state that was to host it, they didn't get their stadium built in time. So, you know, with COVID or financial, whatever, you know, I don't know. I don't remember who it was or what it was. All I know is we're going to host it again next year. So that means next year, this time, I'll be doing the same thing. But if you're a bowler, hey, I'd love to bowl. If you ever come to Vegas, you're going to have to look me up. I'll meet you. I'll get the lanes and pay for the games. How about that? Yes, me. That's what I love. I like crafting and bowling. Those are the two things. Those are my two loves. And, you know, I really was kind of like upset because I was just getting in the flow of things, trying to do some different things with my channel and working on some things. And then this came up and it's like, man, I don't even have time. So today is like one of my only days off, and Blue was like, let's go live. So we like kind of like put it together, you know, and wanted to know what platform we were going to go on and had to do the thumbnails and all that stuff. And then we ran into technical difficulties. So we going to make it do what it do. But I do appreciate everybody coming in. Hi, Lena Doyle Crafton. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you stopping by. Hey, you could be anywhere, but you're right here with us. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. I love to check out different channels because, like I said, I'm really new at this. So I'd be like, you know, floating around and looking at the different content and different things and different personalities and different presentations. And, you know, hey, everybody be doing their thing and everybody doing their own thing. And that's what's most important. Do your thing. Only you can do your thing. I know if Blue was in there right now, she'd be saying, "That's right, y'all. Listen, Miss Queenie, she be dropping some gems." I'm gonna say it for you, Blue. I'm gonna say it for you. Yeah, I missed the fact that she's not in here because we had planned to do this together. But hey, she got my back because she jumped off and jumped in the chat to support you, girl. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So we're just about, I got a few more little scatter ones here to put in. Yeah, the SS10s, I don't care what nobody say. Hey. I'll still be trying to figure out them SS6s. Not figure them out, but you know, you got to work with them. You got to work with them. I am going to try that. I am going to try to see if Miss Eve's still selling those brushes, though, Crafty Leo, because I think that might be a trick to it, because what I heard them say on that live was that the stones fall in better and don't stick to, you know, the when I'm doing them with this one, it's like the SS6s kind of stick in here instead of when you roll them around and falling off in the holes. They do with the SS10. So maybe because it's a smaller one and it's made of a different type, because it almost felt like a mink, that might help it fall in. Oh, happy birthday, Mama Lena. Yeah, happy birthday. I got one coming up. I sure do. You know, I remember when I first moved here was in 1989, right? I was in the military, and they had a group for bowling. It was called TMBA, and I fell in love with that organization because when I came through here and I saw all of these African Americans bowling, I was coming from Spain, so you know, I was like, oh my God. You know, when I bowled over there, I was like the only woman of color that bowled in the league. And I was okay with that, you know, because that just made me strive to be that much better because I was the only one. But anyway, when I came here on a temporary duty assignment, I happened to walk in this bowling alley and I was like, you know what? When I get out the Air Force, I'm moving here because this is like the bowling capital of the world. It really is. They have bowling 24 hours, and you go in the bowling alley. Some bowling alleys had 120 lanes. It was like huge, and still is to a big degree, because a lot of major tournaments right now, they have the women's nationals here, and then they got the senior masters and the masters. It's you know, a lot of different tournaments here. So anybody that want to know something about a thing called bowling, hey, that's my other love. Like I said, it's my other love. So we working right through here. We getting there. We getting there, y'all. We getting there. We are getting there. So in a minute, I'll be able to switch to the heat press, and it shouldn't take too long to press this. It's really coming out pretty good. It looks pretty good. Yeah, don't look like I missed none. Anybody see any missing spots? I remember I used to be watching in the bushes, and there used to be people that would be in the live that could look and tell you where a stone was missing from. So, oh, you missed one up there at the top, over to the left corner. I'm doing pretty good for this vision. So anyway, I was talking about my vision and my them having to do some work on my eyes. I'm going to go in for a procedure on June the 6th. So what they did find was that I do have scar tissue And that's the reason why my vision in my left eye is blurry. I had cataract surgery a year ago, and they say that can happen. So I'm going to go on in there and see if I can get these peepers cleaned out, fixed up, so I can peep everybody. I was one of them. What was you one of, Blue? I missed something. You said I was one of them. What was you one of? What was you one of, girl? All righty. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up. Let me see if you know. I ain't even messing with you. I hate to like pick up some transfer tape. I'm like, oh yeah, that's big enough. That'll work. And then it'd be short, and then you gotta put another piece with it to make sure it all. Yeah, no, we're gonna make sure we got a big enough piece this time. So we don't have to go back in there, and I'm gonna get a fresh piece as a matter of fact. I am. Yeah. So we're getting ready to pick this up and see what we got here. Where's my other scissors at? Oh, is that you over there? Yeah, you are. So yeah. Uh-oh. Sometimes you look at them from another angle and you see something you didn't see the other way. Yeah. The missing stone police. That's too funny. It's some people, I can't call no names, but I used to remember, you know, and guys, I've been in the bushes for years, okay? I first had an interest in doing this I started in 23. And then I just kind of like, the VA paid for me to go back to school when I became disabled. So I was like, oh, that'd be a nice little part-time job. I'll do that and buy all my stuff to get ready to do this. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, I used to watch. I used to just watch. I used to be so amazed. And I still am, because it's some crafters that can do so many things. So many things. There are so many things they can do. And I'm just learning. I'm learning. It's a lot I want to do, but I mainly want to do stuff with bling. I do. And okay. Hello, spilling the diversity. Okay, just gifted. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I hit something and I don't know what just happened, but let's see. Because now my screen is up there. Let me see. Do I still have my... Yes, I still have my heat press. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick this part up really quick. And we'll make sure I don't have no odd stuff laying here. So the trick I always say to everybody, I say drop it like it's hot. Okay. So we're going to do the taco. Let me see if I want to go this way or that. We're going to do the taco method. And then when we get down there, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Yep. There we go. We dropped it like it was hot. And we good. Yeah, we are good. Okay. So we good. Let's see, spilling the diversity. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. All righty. Let's see here. We're going to see if you guys can still see me over at the heat press. So again, I'm going to be applying the design to a Gildan 50/50 blend. I'm using a Fusion IQ heat press. And what I always do to begin with, I always take just to find the middle. A lot of people like, oops, wait a minute, hold on, slow your roll. Almost. Don't forget to do your what? Yeah. This is real important because it'll be all kind of stuff sometimes. So you're going to lint roll it. And then I'm going to actually do a really quick press to get the moisture out of it. Okay, so we're going to do one quick press. And then the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be folding it in half to find the middle. Okay. All right. So we're folding it in half to find the middle. I always drop seams and everything off of the heat press when I'm finding the middle, because sometimes we can press in that seam and that little line is worrisome to get out. So there we go. That's finding the middle thing for me. So we got to press it again. Okay. All righty. So I think it'll be kind of busy to put the logo and the name on the front, but we gonna see what we got here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put the bedazzling designs on the front. Oops. I guess it wanted to go because it like jumped off of there. That's the indication that we need this turn it over here because I see one. That's the indication that a tape wasn't really good for it to just jump off of there like that and get out the way. Ooh, get out the way. And then if there's some missing ones, I can go back and put it by hand. I see a couple of them. I'm just going to take it off. So what I typically do with this is I take and fold it in half and put a little crease right at the top. And that's going to indicate the middle of the design. We're going to drop down 4 fingers from the top. And then we're going to, okay, so let's make sure we got this a little straighter. Okay, look straight. I'm just going to see something. Yeah, that's bedazzling designs. We're going to see what this would look like if it went down a little further. That's all the way down. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to press this part on. And I already see where I'm going to have to go in here and fix some of these rhinestones. I do. Yep. It's 2 of them I'm looking at. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and press this. This is going to be the first press. We're trying to see the chat. So I'd like again to thank everybody for coming in. I appreciate you. If you haven't, let's go over to my page and like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so that you know when I go live again. All right, so there's a couple of them that are missing, but that's okay. We always go back and do a little touch up, so that's not a big deal. That's actually minor. But now, I really wanted to put the YouTube logo right underneath, but I think that's going to be too far down. I think so. What you guys think? I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm going to put it on the back just to make sure, just to be sure. All right. Yeah, I had another one that was smaller that I was going to use, and I decided to use that one. And for those that are looking for YouTube logos, I got that one off of Creative Fabrica. That To This Creations also has one on her website for anybody that's looking for one. Okay. So we're going to do that. Okay. So let's see here what we got. We're going to go ahead and pick this up very gently. Ah, there's one that won't stay there. Let's rub our finger over that one. And there's a couple of them over here. I want it to stay down a little bit. So, all right. So, we're going to take this. We're going to put it right there. And we're going to have to do some yeah, very good. All righty, so we're going to go ahead and press this on the other side. Let's see. Hi, Jared Talks. Welcome in. All right. Yeah. We're going to have to do some touch-up work, but we're going to do that off camera. Whee! Okie dokie. Okay. So, you guys can see that. There's some touch-up work I'm going to need to do. It's a couple of rhinestones there that came off. Like I said, I really wanted to put the YouTube logo underneath Bedazzling Designs, but I think that would have been too far down. So I put the Bedazzling Designs, the Bedazzling Designs on the front, and then I put the YouTube logo on the back. Okay? Yeah, so I'm not going to hold you while I do the touch-up work. I'm going to go in and do some touch-up work and see how that all comes out. Yes. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming in. Thank you, Crafty Leo. I'm trying. I'll be trying. I'm trying to keep up with the big dogs and dogettes. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up. I'm learning every day. The biggest thing about it all is I enjoy doing it. I get so frustrated though. Oh my God. I want everything to be perfect. I want the cameras to be right. I want the live to be right. I want the colors I just want everything to be perfect. And it ain't gonna be perfect. So one thing that being an OG and going back to school as a veteran, a disabled veteran, and for you guys that don't know, I'm gonna let you know because I ain't mad. I will be 72 years old on my birthday. I'm a crafting OG, bedazzling design. That's why you always hear me say crafting OG. And I was really, really, really so nervous about going back to school. But hi, Up Designs. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. So I was really, really anxious about going back to school because I went back to school at 69 years old. Child, I ain't know nothing about no math, all that different kind of math. And, we counted fingers and toes. There wasn't no trigonometry, geometry, archaeology, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was like really, really anxious about going back to school. And then on top of that, why it was online. I was like, oh my God. But you know what? I did it. I did that. And what it did was it taught me how to learn. So now I'm like, okay, I got to learn how to do this and I need to learn how to do that. And, I have a lot of marketable skills that I'm trying to convert into what I'm doing in crafting. Okay. So I really, really do appreciate everybody coming out. Yes, man. Yeah, trying to keep that mind sharp, trying to, because they say what they say, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Okay. It is, and my boss is always like, he gives me things that are challenging because he knows that I'm going to try to figure it out. And that's the way I feel about the crafting. That's the way I feel about it. I like the bling. I really love the embroidery. I love embroidery. Something about seeing it all come together in the finished product. And that's for bling too. But the embroidery, it's like intriguing to me that, all these different needles and colors and it all comes out to be something, so a challenge is good. We have them throughout life. All throughout life, you're gonna face challenges, man. You just are. And the survivors are the ones that stand strong, stay strong, and face it. Don't run from it. I'd be like, oh, I don't want to do this, or I can't. Oh, yeah. Miss C, the rhinestones that I used today, the candy apple red I got from Eve at the baby's booty. That was I guess I'm going to the wrong camera. That was these. But the white opal, before I started buying from Eve, the first distributor that I bought from was Axiland. And I still use them. If you need something in a pinch, usually it's a 2-day turnaround, and the prices are pretty reasonable. So I love Eve's rhinestones. I have a collection, like I said. I started collecting my rhinestones, I gotta say, maybe in 2023, 24. Yeah. So while I was going to school, I was preparing to do this. So I tell a lot of people that I feel like I did it backwards. So I bought my equipment, even though I didn't know how to use it. I knew what I wanted to do. And I used the money I was making while they were paying me to go to school to start preparing to do this. So now I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I still have a lot to learn, and I'm learning from a lot of different people. Shout out to Dolores One. She has been very, very instrumental in helping me with a lot of things technical. Shout out to Blue Lotus. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's been my road dog. She knows how impatient I can be, and we've been working through a lot of different obstacles, and she's just been kind of schooling me about these YouTube streets. Okay. Yeah, the YouTube streets. Yeah. So it's a lot to learn, and that's in any business. You know what I'm saying? If they can't outdo you, what they gonna do? They're gonna try to stop you. That's life. That's life's lesson. That's a point I'm gonna make today. That's in any and everything you do. So stand strong in your beliefs. Always remember, integrity is more important than anything in the world. You know, people may not like you, but they respect you when you stand firm on your integrity. So I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I want to thank everybody for showing up and supporting me. I am sweating. I was nervous getting through this by myself. I guess the Lord took my security blanket for me and said, oh, you're going to fly solo. and whew, I did it. So everybody, I will say once again on my way out this door, if you haven't, please run by, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, share me out, and know that I am the Dazzling Design, the crafting OG, and what I'll always say, in the end and the beginning, only you can do and be you. So be the best at it, okay? Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. I'm out. We'll see you next time.